Moon Knight is about this dude with a split personality. One day he's a globe-trotting mercenary who works as the enforcer for the god of the night sky, and the next he's British. His superpower, though, is that it's played by Oscar Isaac, who can act better than I play Super Smash Bros., which is really saying something. Honestly, his acting just absolutely carries this whole series. It definitely helps that he has Ethan Hawke backing him as the main villain. If I were to describe Moon Knight using a graph, it would look like this. The x-axis obviously being the episodes in order, and the y-axis being my relative enjoyment in arbitrary values. Yeah, sure, this show starts off slow, but all the best stuff does. All the best stuff starts off slow. And all that matters is that it reached a decent level of hype by the end. Yeah, no. If I were to draw a graph, it would look like this. This series is crap. Like, honestly, I don't know why I wasted my time to watch this nonsense. Freaking Oscar Isaac carried this series. A good series is not one that needs carrying. I kid you not, there were about 10 minutes of actual Moon Knight screen time in this whole series. 10 minutes! The rest is Oscar Isaac trying his best to make up for the crappy script. Yeah, sure, the show starts off slow, but all the best stuff does. No! Good stuff does not start off slow. Good stuff starts off good. That's why it's good stuff. It's like if Deadpool was Deadpool for the last 10 minutes of his movie. This poster right here is literal false advertising. By the space Moon Knight is taking up on the page, and his name literally being the name of the show, one would believe that he would be the central figure in the show. Well, I wouldn't say that. Mark technically is the man behind the mask, and his exposition is pretty good. I personally am a big fan of lore, so the addition of ancient Egyptian mythology was just icing on the cake. Granted, it was a bit much to take in at first, and sometimes the world building was absolute nonsense, but I liked it anyway. My gosh. Okay. Remember when Harrow was under trial in front of the very gods for wanting to release Amit? And mind you, he was very obviously guilty of this, to the extent that his men were literally at the same time digging for her tomb. Do you want to know how he dodged all these very obvious accusations? My man literally just said, "No, you." And the avatars were like, okay, like you couldn't have checked the tapes, bro? You guys don't have a lie detector or something? Come on. Lore is like an inspirational quote. It only means something if it means something. Okay, yeah, that part was a bit trash. But you have to admit that episode 5 was pretty good. Oscar Isaac had the space to showcase the broken mind of Moon Knight and what really drives him. Yeah, the hippo was a bit strange, but other than that, it was just Isaac and Hawke giving an amazing performance. No, you're right, that episode was pretty cool. But don't you dare start me up with that hippo. I am not the first to ask this, and I wouldn't be the last. But where was Anubis? Anubis is easily S-tier Egyptian lore. Like having a cool looking Anubis could bump this series from a 4 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10. But no, we got the hippo. Why was the goddess of women and children weighing people's souls? Was the jackal-headed god of the dead on a sick day? Can you believe Lord Berus got subbed for Gloria the hippo? I know that was a bit of a bummer. Anubis is the bomb. Even just his name. His name sounds cool. Anubis. 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 And I guess it was pretty silly how Layla's avatar powers were that of a hawk. Like, bro, your patron is a hippo. How is your superpower flight? Oh my gosh, that woman. She just gets away with everything in this show. From mummies to machine guns, literally nothing can kill her. She just escapes and survives. This is the second time she's pulled out a flare. Oh, she's dead. There is zero way you can survive that. I'm sorry. No. I physically saw her fall off. In fact, I want to say a little bit on this. A little bit I've been holding in for a long time. You see, I've been noticing movies and shows favoring a certain type of person over others. And I just want to say a little bit on that. What just happened? Banned?